Guys, it's your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. Today's video got a little bit of a motivational little speech for you guys. For those who are pursuing a medical field or you're in X-ray school as I once was, I'm gonna give you the honest truth. Alrighty, speaking from me and my lady who is a nurse. And me and her, completely different sides of like the spectrum, right? My lady, photographic memory, super smart, Sheldon, very straight A's, the whole shebang. Me, team 75, C's get degrees, not the most smartest, but you know, ended up with like a 3.5 GPA, just, you know, struggling. Look, if you're in my lady's shoes, this video ain't for you. You're probably already killing it. You're already doing good. But for everyone else who's like me, who's struggling, look, I'ma just keep it honest with you. It took me, the shortest term I can put it is you're gonna have to give up sleep. That is the one thing you have, because like you'll get into the program. If you're an A&P or if you're in the actual program, you'll have, especially if you're not that smart, you'll have so much information thrown at you. By the time you leave the classroom, you're just like so exhausted. You go home, all you want to do is go to sleep. But guess what? You can't, because you have like a quiz or you have an exam. You have so much stuff riding on the line. And and sometimes it just stacks. It will be like one class and then the other class and then the other class and then clinicals. And then God forbid you have outside responsibilities like your families and other stuff or any other thing. It just, you feel like you don't have that much time. Literally the only thing you have that is the source that can't be replaced is time. Literally to focus and to study so you can absorb that knowledge and you can get that 75 on the board and you can just be where I am. In life, it will be way less stressful, trust me. But I'm telling you, let me give you some numbers, okay? Because like one day, one of the recent Xray Tech like students who came were like, Miguel, so like, how much did you struggle, right? Let me give you some numbers. How much sleep did you give up? I just kind of like hypothetically ran the numbers. It was like a total, if we combine all the hours, probably 4 months worth of sleep I gave up. Yeah, that's a lot. Like you like put 4 months, like whatever that is in days, put it into 24 hours. That's probably roughly how many hours of sleep I gave up. I've been doing X-ray for 4 years now. I'm still probably maybe barely recovering from X-ray school. Like my lady will joke all the time that I would give up ungodly amount of hours of sleep. Like I'm talking about my brother, who was like, I think he was like in middle school. He would joke around. It would be like Sunday and he'd be like, Miguel, when are you going to sleep? And I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep tomorrow. And he'd be up late, you know, playing video games or whatever. He's like, he'd look at the clock and he's like, Miguel, but it is tomorrow. And I'm like, come here. Exactly. So I was like, so you're gonna go to sleep and then you're gonna wake up and I'm gonna still be studying for this exam because it's hard and I don't know it, probably physics. And I'm struggling so bad. And he's like, oh, what if you like go to sleep? And I'm like, you don't understand. If I don't pass this, and this is the reason why I didn't make it through X-ray school and I failed. I had to go work at McDonald's, bro. Like I literally had no choice. Like it's either I'm putting everything, especially if your parents are paying for your school, or like this is like you're literally ride or die, that this, like I have to make it. Like you will have to go so hard, especially if you're not smart. Like you'll have to go so hard to just to be able to be successful. I remember It was my first week of Xray school. Before that, I never experienced nothing like this before. I went home the first day and I was like, oh, surely the first day, right? It's gonna be the easy, chill, just, here's the rubric, this is da-da-da. Nah, straight to business, quiz. One of my classes, straight to the quiz of anatomy of bones, and everyone was like, yo, no, like, and then the teacher was like, welcome to medical school, baby. And then we were just like, all just like, like freaking out. At that moment, I knew I had to lock in, because I was like, I don't know what to expect. I mean, obviously it wasn't like that every day, but like that set the tone of what I expected from that teacher. And the test, hard, like you would get a basic like review of it. You would study it. I remember my first test, I made a 55. I almost cried. I was like, I studied it. None of the stuff I studied was on the quiz, all the like on the test, and it made me mad. And the teacher's like, yeah, it'd be like that. Just learn it next time. And I'm like, there is no next time. He's like, well, just double up and do better on the next one. And he's like, or else you're gonna fail. You need a 75. I'm like, I guess you're right, but damn. Then there was one class in particular. It was positioning class, right? That first chapter in my Bontrager was so long. I literally would go home straight from school and just like do the basic essentials of like shower, eat, do whatever responsibility, straight to the textbook. I think I would sit down about like 8:00 p.m. and then just start hitting the books and just reading and reading notes, reading, going back, reviewing, trying to learn. Look at the clock. It's like 3 a.m. And I'm like, I gotta be at school at 7. And I was like, okay. It's just today. It's just because you're overwhelmed. Okay. The next day, teacher's like, just keep on reading. This is part of the subjects of the book of the chapter 1, but just continue your reading. Go back, reading, notes, going back, looking at it. Oh damn! What did I just read? Okay, energy drink, and then just going back and forth. Look at the clock, 3 a.m. again, and I was just like, I got school again at 7. Like you would do that day after day after day. There's people who dropped out within the first week of my Xray Tech program. Exactly. And like, there's certain classes in the Xray Tech school that will kind of be used to kind of weed out students. And if you're not that smart and you're not willing to give up sleep and you're not willing to make up sacrifices, it will destroy you. You will probably not make it through that. Like, no. My A&P teacher told me prior to getting into the Xray Tech school, he's like, if you make a C in A&P 1 and 2, come here. Get a little bit closer. You will probably not make it through the program. Just straight up. He's like, because you know why? He's like, the Xray Tech school or the nursing, whatever, imagine you tripled what this is. And then you add the stress of if you fail, you got to start at the very beginning of the video game of that class. And then to add the stress, if you make it through the whole program and you get to boards and you don't pass, and you took it 3 times, if you even want to sit again for boards, back to the beginning of the school of the program of your choice, and you have to run through the gauntlet again to get more chances. I tell you what, it is, if you're out there going through the program, and if you're still even watching this video this late, and you're not the most smartest person like I was, it is doable. I had two kids right there, and then the other one's over there. I had two kids, 2 under 2 during the program. I worked. The amount of sleep I got, none probably, like barely any at all. It sucks. There was, I would say, a good 4 months, 4 to 5 months. There was no Netflix, there was no YouTube, there was no going to the gym, there was no family parties, there was no nothing. It was straight textbook, eat and sleep, Xray, Bond, Traeger, day and night. You would wake up in the middle of sleep. Like I'm talking about, it sucked so much. Bad. But you know, the only silver lining, once I passed boards and I made it, and I'm here where I am now, is if you really put your mind to it and you like lock in and you're willing to like give up sleep and you're able to optimize every single moment of your life, you can achieve something so great. And you can, like right now, I have lined up like 26 nights of overtime. In my hospital where I work at, that's unheard of. Especially in my department, that's unheard of. Because everyone's like, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? The amount of overtime is insane. And especially most people be like, oh, okay, well, you'll still go to sleep and then you'll go back to work. And then go to sleep, go to work. If you have priorities and you got stuff going on and you have like little gremlins and kids like that, you're gonna have to give up sleep too. And you have to lock in to make the sacrifices that back in the day in the Xray school, you would give anything to be in this position, like where you are now. Like if you're like where I was, I would give anything to be certified to be an Xray tech. So here I am. This is what I wanted. Like I'm literally averaging between 2 to 3 hours of sleep because of the gremlins back there, the kids, and all the other priorities and stuff I got going on. And I still managed to go to work, and I still managed to provide for my family. And the money you can make in this field, especially nighttime, overtime, stack it on it, that's what makes it worthwhile. To be able to like take care of your kids and like to even your family, or to just to pursue anything you want with this. Obviously you're not gonna get rich, like crazy wealthy, but you can have a good life. And if you're willing to make the sacrifices, if you're still not there in the program, there is hope for you, because if I can do it, I'm just a regular Joe, just a regular person, regular Team 75, not Sheldon, with kids with priority. If I was able to make it, you can make it too. It's not going to be easy. I can tell you, I can guarantee you it's not going to be easy. You'll have to lock in and you have to be willing to give up so much just for a chance to pursue something great. And trust me, when you're on this side and you pass your board, life can only get better. Trust me. You gotta pay a little bit. It's like a little paywall, a little something you have to give up to be in that position. Because now, where I'm at, it's just literally just grinding to make money and to be able to do literally whatever you want outside of work if you don't have anything. And it is, you can, it's worth it. That's all I'm getting to. And if you find this video informative, you can check out my channel. I literally post all kind of aspects of radiology and medical field, and do future collabs with my lady who's a nurse. And yeah, it's been your boy Miguel. See ya on the next one.